Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays IXION. Today we're gonna try and move the Tiqqun. We need to get our battery capacity up to do so, but I think we have enough alloys of spare alloys to get this going. So let's get these final batteries I have planned built out here. Let's build the road like this, because then we can disassemble them later. Are you kidding me? Stop this. All right, we need to shut something down to keep people from causing more accidents. Let's shut off the ice for now. Our water reservoir has dropped pretty dramatically, but a lot of that is because we haven't been bringing any ice into the ship. We've had our ships very focused on delivering materials to the Protagoras, delivering materials to DeVille 59, and now we're actually doing the colonization protocols, so that's pretty sick. I think all of our cargo ships are all moving materials again, rather than just hauling colonists back and forth. How much silicon do we have here? We got 54 to mine, 56 to mine. Okay, so this should get wrapped up fairly soon. And then the Tiqqun can get ready to move to Mac R. Gotta move the ship. Man, they knocked the power out of that thing real hard. How's our hull? Oh, we shut it off. Okay, so we're doing fine. We're letting it deplete, but that's okay. That's pretty normal. Still don't have enough silicon to kick this factory back on. We're still moving cryopods? Yes? No? Maybe? Down to 33 in this district. Almost enough to kick this guy on and take over the thawing process.
Caution. Hull integrity below 50%.
I'm fine. Just wait till we hit airlock efficiency 100% and then we'll kick it back on. Don't worry. I've never let the hull hit 0 before, and I don't intend to let it happen now. We've unloaded all of the food from the crop farm. It's crazy. The crop farm, like, when it gets a harvest, it's like 90-something food coming out of this thing every time it hits a harvest. And it's a harvest in how many cycles? I don't even know. So that's why our food fluctuates up and down so much. But I think we've hit a pretty good balance point. It might not be perfect, but it's definitely not hemorrhaging food. And so I'm considering... I'll just keep these guys around for now. We don't need space anytime soon. So we can just hold off on dismantling them and see what happens. Alloy, you just produced a batch of alloy for us, so we're at 100 in this district. We could probably kick you back on. Still got plenty of spare workers, over 100. Got this battery built. So before I go all in on the second battery here, where are we at? We're not quite at half the charging capacity. So if we're running 2.5 batteries, the cycle is 2. We might be able to get away with just 3. I'm not sure. All right, so let's set up our alloy dispersal from Sector 1 here. So alloy, send to all sectors. We keep a minimum... Let's keep a minimum of 40 in Sector 1. We're not building a whole lot with alloy. And then we would like to have... maybe like a minimum of 40 in Sector 2 as well. And then, yeah, I think 65 in Sector 6. Or let's do 60. You should never export. Like, Sector 1 should be always exporting to the other districts. So why are you exporting to Sector 2? Let's get, you are at 65. Maybe we just leave it alone.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Hell yeah! The temporary test colony has now been established. The colonists will periodically transmit reports on their progress. These will provide us with valuable field data. Oh, they're done. Nice. How long? What else do I need to do with them? All right, back to the Tiqqun, I guess, the Seagull. There's no point in you waiting around there. I think I do need to send a science ship back to them eventually to pick them back up. Or you can abandon them, which I won't do. That seems needlessly ruthless for no reason. Nobody would ever volunteer to go become a colonist and go do testing again. The idea of just abandoning the colonists on the planet is actually kind of funny. Oh, I see what happened. We've set the limits of our... I understand. Hold on. Sector 2, cryopods set to max. There we go. That's why they weren't... I was like, there's only 110. It's because that's what we had set it at. And there we go. Now they're flying out of here. Zoom into the other district. All right, so these three will be the last 3 colonists that get thawed here. Got a lot of empty, not empty, but a lot of shut down stockpiles around here. So we could think about re-optimizing this district long term. That's the funny thing about as you expand the ship, you really tear down a lot and rebuild to be more optimal. This district was a jack of all trades, and now eventually we're just going to turn it into pure industry. We'll get these food things out of here. We'll get this guy out of here. You know, it'll be great. You do need more ice. So is there a ship doing ice duty? The Hringhorny should be doing that. Where is that at? Right here. You're going to get ice? You are going to get ice. Okay. How much ice is over here, honestly? 47, 100, 102, 107. All right, a fair amount of ice here. There is ice on the Protagoras as well. So, like, this might be important eventually, but right now I don't really feel like spending the time to get the ice, because I... Haha! Oh, never mind. Seagull, go back. Go back to DeVille. I just realized they're generating science. This thing needs to pick the science up. That's why it should stay there. I'm glad I noticed that before it made it all the way back. Oh, here we go. It is dropping off ice. Okay, so we need to turn you back on. Okay, we have spare people. Let's move some people from District 1 to the other districts now. So we got workers only, Sector 1 to Sector 6 first. Let's just send 10 people, because we got plenty of spare space. So start that. And then District 1 to District 2, we would like to send... Let's send like 30. Because this guy will shut off fairly soon, which will spare, you know, free up 15 more people. All right, they're out of colonists. So shut you down, dismantle. That'll give us a lot of electronics back, which is nice. And then we can reconnect this road so our people can flow easier through there. All right, you're getting built. That's good. And then, how much does the docking bay cost? You cost 60 alloy alone, so that's not too bad. Oh, we should we should turn the hull manufacturing back on. There we go. I love seeing that high number, though. That's pretty good. Getting more ice. That's good. Food's dropped down, but this guy should be pretty close to harvesting. So that's pretty good. Maybe we should have you set lower. The food, that is. So District 6 is set to maybe we should be like 70.
Transfer complete.
Hell yeah! So 30 people have moved from Sector 1 to 2, and 10 have moved from Sector 1 to 6. Okay. So I just like having the spare people here. So we have 2.4 capacity in Sector 6. If I shut off some buildings, I think I could make it... Because these are using a lot of power. I think I could, especially if I shut off the crop farm after like a harvest, I think we could move the Tiqqun with what we have in that district. Now the question is, how many batteries does this district need to keep functioning as well? These will be temporary. Let's start with one battery to see what the battery capacity looks like. Workers we have 33 spare workers, so what that means is we can get 15 and 50 and 25, so that's plenty of workers. More stability is good. What are we at for stability overall? We've got 2 from optimized quarters, 2 from propaganda, 1 from the alternative life center. More unopened cryonic pods than crew is a tricky thing. So I think if we wanted to push the workers only policy, because I think that's a negative, yeah, it's a -3 to stability. So you'd have to get even more of these stability buildings to counter it. To even get to neutral. When the hull integrity is high, that gives us a stability, but it's a stability you can't count on. So, we're going to need to do a lot more work to get... We're going to have to do a lot more work to get people happier. So like we'll get benefit from the other thing that we could do actually is the legislative strengthening center would that's actually really interesting. I didn't think about that. That thing is like dedicated to getting you to neutral, because if your district is below 0, that thing gives you +2 stability. So, you know, if we do the math, we're set at 2 right now. Having that policy would set us down to 1 or -1. So the legislative strengthening center would kick in, and then we'd be back to a +1. I think that's optimally what we'll do in this district. Oh, we have a thing going on.
Request awaits your attention.
What's up? Administrator, the crew members feel that their quality of life is important to you. The fact that you have time to provide them with entertainment alongside your numerous responsibilities has led some to believe that you are, in fact, not human. Hey, wait a minute. Ben the human. I am 100% human. Perhaps instead a new generation PA or a genetically superior being. We both know that is nonsense. Okay. Trust bonus. We didn't need it. We're already at 100%. A genetically superior being. Write that down. What a wild thing to say. I have nothing to say about it. All right. Well, we've moved all of the cryopods out of Sector 1. So we've officially moved everything out of that district. Out of this district. And we're ready to start thawing people here. We don't really need the people to be thawed. Not just yet. I feel like... the more cryopods you have, the more There is you know how we have a negative to stability because there are more unopened cryopods than crew in the sector? I feel like there is a compounding effect that if I had 1,000 cryopods in this district, more people would be upset because there's so many cryopods. Oh, hello. Despite its high protein content, the insect-based food is still tainted by prejudicial feelings of disgust. Complaints about the food source are increasing. A diverse diet is necessary ingredient for social peace. I already have a crop farm. I don't know if that means, do I automatically win? Or would I have to construct another crop farm? So, like, if I build this, does this count? Or do I have to do it this way, where I build a crop farm, and then this counts now? I'm not sure. Originally, I was going to have the crop farms back to back like this. But then how would you, if you have your crop farm here, how would you tessellate out the crop land? So you could do it like, well, you have to maintain the road, though, is the tricky thing. So you could build here. Oh, that messes that up, too. What if you put the crop farm over here? You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6. That cuts off that road, though. You do 6 pretty easily. What if we go, like, around like a maniac?
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
I'm gonna try this one to see if we can't get away with it. New policy in Sector 2? Fantastic. So this one is the one I really want to do. But let's set waste recycling. Let's not set waste recycling. We don't have any way to generate waste eventually. Eventually there is a way to have your population just generate waste, which is great for recycling. But we don't have that technology yet. So no point in knocking down our stability for no reason, really. We could turn you on. I'm not 100% sure. The battery's getting built, though. Oh, you know what we should do? We should build the next we should build the next set of solar panels, because we're actually getting close to our maximum on solar panels now. So let's go ahead and build this guy, set it to electronics, plenty of spare workers. And then we'll transfer our electronics out of Sector 1 into Sector 2. So set you to 0. Sector 2, you're also 0. And then Sector 6, you will be set to 10. As soon as you're actually built. We do have some iron we could be running. We have plenty of spare workers. So let's kick the iron mill back on. Steel mill. I don't remember how long it takes the colonists to finish their mission. But I feel like it's a total of 60 science is what they end up generating. Plus, I think at the end you get kind of like a big dump of science at the end, maybe? 30, 56. So probably 3 more trips from Silicon Land. And then I would love to move the Tiqqun before the end of the episode. So we have 0.3 battery. I think 2 batteries will be more than enough, because if we do the math, that would get us to 3 cycles with just 1 battery? So honestly, maybe we don't build this battery. I think we can get away with 1 battery in this district. I think. I believe. Alright, you're out of carbon, so go ahead and shut you off for now. Did we transfer the electronics yet? We did. It's still arriving, I think. I hope. Is it? Did it end up over here? No, you don't even have electronics in this district anymore. Ah, there it is. Do you see the little yellow guy carrying the electronics dutifully to this little bay over here? Boop. Perfect. All right, let's build this next set of solar panels. This one. Bam. There we go. Delivering all the polymer. Fantastic. Crop farm is doing good. Did we get credit for that? Maybe we got credit for it when we originally picked it because we already had the crop farm in built. Because I feel like what happens when you accept those missions is there is a little thing to remind you about it going on in the top of the screen, and I never saw that appear. So I'm hoping we get credit for it. All right, we're 1.1. I think we'll have enough to travel. The question is whether or not we'll be able to, mess around with the energy generation in this district enough to be able to move safely. If we really wanted to just honestly, why don't we just build another battery? We have a lot of spare alloys. Let's do it. It's like the head empty approach to fixing the problem. Is just build more battery capacity. We don't even have to mess around with turning things on and off. We can just build more batteries, stupid. Right, we don't need to unthaw anybody yet. We'll figure that out next time. Why don't we go ahead and speed up a little bit? Just to build a little faster. And then we'll move the Tiqqun. And that'll be our big triumph for this episode. Yeah, and if it gets down to it, we could always shut off the alternative life center too, just to save even more power in this district. Yeah, food's doing just fine. We have the full set of crop farm as well. I wonder how many crop farms, or even how many you'd need to be able to get the maximum like the specialization for food. I don't know. All right, how have we done here? So you've built this other battery. It's going to generate power. You're still charging 2.8, so that district is ready to rock and roll. You guys are building the solar panels. Done. Fantastic.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Of course. Sector 2? Who did it? The alloy boys. You're not even doing anything. The alloys are just sitting there. Still have plenty of spare workers in this district, so that's not a super big concern. The one thing is, we do want to make sure that we have enough hull to reach Mach R before the hull depletes. Because when you're traveling, you can't be repairing your hull, I don't think. I think your hull repair stops. So we'd have to do some rough math and say, if we have negative 64 plus whatever, I think you have an additional amount of hull depletion from traveling. So we want to have our hull at a certain level where we're comfortable traveling from one star system to the other. If it's just negative 64 and we, you know, travel for roughly 3 cycles, that's 192, which would give us a spare almost 100 hull, which is fine, assuming... Oh my god. Assuming there isn't any more depletion going on. More accidents. Thank God we have the additional... you know, hospital capacity, because these idiots can't keep themselves out of the hospital. They're constantly getting into accidents. Let me speak to your supervisor. This is unacceptable. Alright, plenty of food in each district now. I'm pretty happy with the food balance. Iron's coming in at a good rate. Alright, we've hit 3.1, 3.5. I think now's the time to move the Tiqqun. There's a little bit of silicon out here, but I think it's okay to take it off of the high priority now and focus solely on this side of the galaxy. And then if we, you know, feel the need to go get the extra stuff, we can do that. But let's move the Tiqqun. Hold on. I'm going to quick save. Did I save? I think I did. I don't know. Yes. Here we go. Off we go. We're gonna die. Because I don't think we have enough hull to get there. Oh, wait. Oh, sick. Okay, so you can still repair the hull as you're traveling. Never mind. We're good. I panicked there for a second. Goodbye, planet. Damn, that's bright. Something that's really cool about when you're traveling through is you can see everything that you're going by. So as we enter, let's zoom out here. So we're gonna enter like this coronal ejection here. Just wait for it. It's gonna start looking like we're traveling through the corona. Here it comes. So now we're like traveling through the gas part. It's so cool. They've done an amazing job with this game. We're about halfway to Mac R, so that's great. Maybe these guys can dock with me as I'm flying around. That's what a maneuver that would be.
Caution. Entering extreme low temperature environment.
Yeah, well, we're fine. What does that do? May be affected by weather conditions. Maybe like random events. There we go. Now we're in the snowstorm. Can't see anything back here. I like that it sounds like a blizzard. Because even though we're traveling through it in space, I don't think you would hear it.
A new request awaits your attention.
Are you kidding me? We're in the middle of a jump. I don't have time for this. Where? The hull and our EVA workers are at risk. Where is this event? Who has something to say? Or actually, you should stay on. We should shut you down. Who's talking? You said there was an event to... Ah, here it is. The adverse space weather conditions can cause severe damage to the Tiqqun. Unless an objective of critical importance lies within, we should avoid entering affected areas using our EKP systems. A little rain never hurt. We have to do this, you dummies. We have to go to the protagonist, so I don't know what you're complaining about. Boneheads. I swear to God. Yeah, minus 50 from EKP travel. So I'm hoping once we get to Mac R... Oh, look at how cool this planet looks. It's so dark. That's a cool view. Turning around. And we've made it. Maybe. The snow is frozen in time. Did we do it? We did it! Huzzah! Everybody happy? I think we're all happy. Yeah, I'm not sure what the station is surrounded by freezing mist. The hull and our EVA workers are at risk. Maybe that means like we could get hit by a snowball or something. But I'm pretty happy with us being in this section here. And then if we want to move to the Protagoras, it's another 2.4 cycles, so we have plenty of capacity to get to that zone as well. So let's turn the high priority off over here. And then we'll focus on gathering all of the resources in this zone. And next time, we are going to build the space dock in this district and...
Solar panel badly damaged.
They're asked and answered. What do you mean it was badly damaged? Do I have to repair it? Okay, well, that's what I get for not understanding the systems. Anyway, so for now, if you guys... we might move back out if it gets to be egregious, but for now, I think it's fine. Actually, what we could do is we could move to DeVille, because it's outside the Corona. Or maybe we move to Valiant 71. It's closer to a lot of this stuff. We'll stay in Makar for now and see how that affects things. We'll get the station set up to accept more cryopods, and then we'll start working on gathering all the people from here. So, for now, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of IXION or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!